Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 7 of K2 Coast Corner Quest for the Core board game K2. Um, yeah, campaign with me, your host, Kode, the Battle Boss Game Master guy, and I'm also joined today by the Imperator. Say hello.
Hello.
Like that lovely
such a
smooth
bot,
intro.
such a botched intro.
Hey, it was smooth, all right. It's fun. Um, Once again, when the boss fight comes around, our lovely wizard warlock buddy and his
Is
chicken
nowhere to
companion,
be found.
yeah, are nowhere to be found. But that's fine. As same with last time, I'm hoping that things will turn out well. However, if they do not and we all die horribly, we always have the mercy roll.
This is true.
So last we left our intrepid villainous heroes. They had just encountered a water spirit and fought off a small army of Atlanteans and weird, bigger, different fishmen. And we encountered the Kraken, Mr. Ctaiobhast. He's a cool dude. And the
Yeah,
Trident.
he actually is a pretty cool dude.
Yeah. And now we rejoin our heroes. First things first. So Dr. Jack Bright and Dr. Jason Van Helsing are currently in their angelic champion forms, having investigated and discovered that water nymph and then blocked off one of the ways that she could have followed them. You return to the cargo hold of the cruise ship to find
Mhm.
that your demon warlock and your chicken are both unconscious.
Oh,
And
Joy.
McLafferty is just kind of like chilling out. Ctaiobhast is similarly just chilling out in the corner with his trident. He's probably stroking the trident because he like it took him like centuries to find it. So, and then as you come into contact again with the rest of the group, Doctor Bright, his angelic form gets like back into his medallion, and his physical body like back to consciousness. So he's back to being a normal human being, quote unquote. But I did finish his full character sheet, so he has abilities now and can do stuff like chainsaws. So that's fun.
Ah, very good.
Yeah. So yeah, so we're in this cargo hold, having just been like jostled about by an unknown force that threw the cruise ship up into the air and then slammed it down somewhere. Um, and we know that said water spirit lady, the naiad, is like
Mm,
hypnotizing the other passengers to leave the ship.
that does not sound good.
No, it does not.
I'm sorry, I'm doing a bit of outsourcing right now.
Ah,
There's no self program here. Okay, all right, we're good. Oh wait, I need to. Okay, wait, nope, we're not good.
oh,
Uh, Give me a moment. Need to bring back OBS. OBS, come back, please. Oh, no. Okay. 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 Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, we're back. Hi.
lovely.
Indeed. Now, all right. So we're back in this cargo hold. I'm still in my champion form,
Yep, you're still a glowing
Mister.
angel.
Huh?
You're still your glowing
Yes,
angel
indeed.
form.
Indeed, I am. Okay. So Jack is still unconscious, right?
No, he is awake.
Oh, he's awake now.
Yeah, his soul, like eventually, basically what it was, his champion soul returned to his body, so he is awake and conscious.
Hmm. Hmm. Very nice. Very nice.
But lovely warlock and his chicken companion are not conscious.
Oh, that's fun. Do I know why they're unconscious?
um, you would assume the tremendous jostling around, even though like you caught them and stuff. Well, battle clock and
They
fly,
they like bump
but
to
they,
their heads.
yeah, yeah. We'll just say for the sake of maintenance and stuff. Um, yeah, like they clunk their noggins a bit. So yeah, you are free to go about, uh, whatever, however it is you wish to handle this.
All right. Okay, so
Yeah.
uh, all right. Well, there's not really much I'm gonna do. I
Mm.
am a pure being of combat and righteous energy for the martyrs right now, so I'm focused on expelling whatever that entity was. I'm focused on it.
Okay. Well, if you're, I mean, there is like another way out of this cargo hold because there was the hole that the Atlanteans came through. So we aren't just like trapped in here. There is still like another way.
Okay, so JVH is gonna do a thing and fly out the hole and see what's good with the outside of the ship.
All right. Yeah. So you flap your glowing glorious wings, and you fly through this big old hole in the cargo ship, and you discover that this ship is beached on an island.
Can I recognize it? Now that's the question. Do I
Can
know
you
where we are?
recognize the make me an intelligence check at disadvantage.
Okay. First roll of the game.
Mm. Still a pass though. Um,
Intelligence of 9, so it
yeah.
matches.
So judging by like the flora and stuff you see in like the landscape, you know that you are somewhere in the Mediterranean,
Okay.
which is across the like
I'll take
Atlantic
this.
from where you were previously in the Caribbean. So you have crossed the ocean.
All right.
And you also see
I can work with this.
the stream of like several hundred people that were on the ship are now marching in a single file line up this like winding dirt pathway up the only mountain to this island. And
Are they going to a volcano?
no, there's a structure. You don't know what it is, but there's a structure at the top of this mountain, but it's not a volcano that you can see anyway.
I'm gonna go alert the other members of the team. The safest place for X and his tiny chicken friend are probably on the beach.
Okay, so yeah, so you do you want to like drag them out onto the beach and stuff?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, yeah. So you take X, and then I think like McLafferty can just like pick up Battlecock by his little feet and bring them all out on the beach, rest them against like a coconut tree or something, or like a palm
A
tree,
palm tree.
and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The rest of the group,
All right.
Ctaiobhast and Boston Brook, they file out of the torn hole in the hull.
Okay. Uh,
Make me
I'm gonna
a
turn.
perception check for me. Two. I don't believe that passes,
Ugh.
does it?
Uh, no,
No,
it's an
no, it
8.
does. Because you're champion. It matches.
Oh yeah.
So you hear a very, very faint uh, singing.
Chanting?
No,
Oh,
singing.
okay.
It sounds like it's like a professional woman is singing, and it's a very, very beautiful voice. Make me an endurance check.
Okay.
It's
Mine's a
also, I believe, a
4.
pass.
It
Yes.
is.
So you
I will make one
feel.
for
Oh,
Monsieur
yeah,
Bright.
for Bright.
7. That's a pass.
Pass. I will make one for Boston Brook and everybody else. So Boston Brook is a 6. That should be a pass anyway. Let me double check. Yes. And then for McLafferty and then Ctaiobhast. It's a pass for McLafferty. And that's a pass for
And pass for
Ctaiobhast.
Ctaiobhast, yeah.
So everybody feels a magical presence, like a magical tug, yank at the back of their minds, and sort of like plant like a suggestion in your head of like, oh, like follow the leader and stuff, walk up this mountain. But we're all able to resist it.
Do I fend it off with the divine intuition?
Yeah, you're like you feel the suggestion, but you don't like have
So
like
I'm gonna
it's like a thought in the back of your head, like I should follow them, and then you're like, ah, yes, enchantment magic.
I'm gonna send that signal back.
Sure, make me an endurance check.
No,
Ah,
you follow me.
look who's here.
Can we give him? Okay, no, I don't.
Nice. No, you do not.
I'll
You
just take.
you go, aha, you follow me, and then the voice comes back to you and goes, haha,
No,
very funny, and then
I'm gonna do it again. Oh, there he is.
yeah. So you do send this message back, like no, you follow me. Um, uh, and yeah, you don't get a response. Let me actually. Why not? I'll do this. Okay, yeah, it's fine. So you don't know if it worked or not. But like you feel that the magic did work, in like
Once
reflecting
more.
that spell.
Oh, no, didn't happen.
Nope. Um,
All right, X. Take your throws to wake up.
yeah. If not, I was going to turn this into the whole thing. Because
Excuse me?
the power of an unconscious demon warlock would cause problems. As I am planning to do at some point the next time he becomes unconscious. But until that point, so I think as you're having this internal conversation with the water spirit in your brain, the demon warlock and his chicken companion, who are leaning against the palm tree, they wake up.
All right.
So it's good times. Now we've been saved by the bell, and our lovely DPS chicken friend is back. But we're gonna need him. So okay, yeah. So we all felt and fended off that pang of enchantment magic tug at the back of our
Oh wait,
minds.
did X and Battlecook fend it off as well?
Well, they were unconscious when like the pulse happened, but I guess it's a constant thing. So yeah, give me one for X and one for Battlecock then.
All right. 6 and 3.
Ooh, 6 and a 3. Well, the 6 passes for I believe both of you, but the 3. Oh no, Battlecock beats the 3. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so they do both manage to fend off the enchantment magic only because Battlecock is just that cool. Also, probably a bit too stupid to like for that stuff to work on him anyway. But yeah. So we're just chilling, or we're watching the passengers of this cruise ship, like lazily
There we go.
lazily
All right.
walk up this mountain.
You can now see Xavier.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna turn and like say to you that we should follow.
Boston Bug turns and goes, I agree.
Possible shady dealings and all.
Yes, the kidnap of 700 people is no small feat.
Mm,
So, do you just like walk alongside this line of people?
yeah, sure, why not?
All
I
right.
guess, as we're going here, you know, X will just like sort of lazily say, "Huh? Is there another party?"
No.
Well, we don't know that just yet. There could be a party. It's like, in which case, then like Boston takes out his like flask of like whiskey or whatever,
Boston Brook, put it away.
and he's like, I need it.
No.
It keeps the migraines away.
But yeah, so up the hill we go.
Yeah, so we
Jack
follow
Bright
along. Yeah. Bright's
suit.
just kind of like, what's he doing? Is he just
Coattails.
yeah, him and his many coattails. Um, so we're
A
all
man of
walking up
many
this
coattails.
mountain. Yeah, we're all strolling along. This is like ragtag group of maniacs. Um,
Basically.
yeah, and
And one divine right filled maniac.
yes, the 1.5 because Bright's technically a champion. Um, so
Filled with divinity.
yes, so it takes like probably an hour or so to reach the top of this mountain. It's a sizable hill, and about
Okay.
3/4 of the way, halfway through, the singing, of course, is getting louder and louder as we make it up the mountain. But all of us have resisted it, so it won't work on us again, except for lovely Mr. Ctaiobhast, who about like 3/4 of the way through this long hike, the sun is about like midday. Ctaiobhast, his like expression goes blank, and he like I think like over the course of like the half an hour or whatever, he like slowly starts like drifting into the line of people rather than like walking
Uh,
alongside it like we do.
as he starts to drift in, I'm going to take the scepter from his hand.
Okay, you take the trident from him.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, this is it. Interesting. Okay. Make me an endurance. No, make me a willpower check actually, and I'm gonna have the water spear make a willpower check, and we're gonna see who wins. She rolled terribly.
That's
You both rolled equally
that's
terribly. Okay, what's your
all right.
willpower,
One
my
more.
friend?
My willpower isn't listed, but my sanity's 10.
Do you not have a willpower stat?
No, I don't have a willpower stat.
Don't have a willpower stat. What is this heresy?
Nope.
I thought I
Nope.
gave you one.
I would assume it's extremely high.
Yes, I would assume probably like a 9 or a 10 for at least for
Yeah.
your champion form anyway.
I am currently in champion form, so I am incomparable.
Yes.
I am uncorruptible.
Oh no, you do have willpower. It's 10.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so your champion has willpower of 10. So yeah, so you do in fact, I think, so as when you take the trident from him, you feel like a game of tug of war is being played, and I think because you're divine, you can just like see magic, so you can see
Yeah.
a line of magic going from the trident to Ctaiobhast, and from Ctaiobhast to the building at the top of this mountain, and there's like a tug of war game being played with this poor guy's psyche as you're like fighting for control over him essentially. But you
Okay.
do like because you're an angel, you just kind of go like, no, this is mine, and then he kind of like I think he's like there's a really disjointed like wacky wide step to the right out of line again. He's like ugh, and kind of like steps out, and is just like
So
really
I'm
confused.
going to communicate with Ctaiobhast like 1-to-1 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ctaiobhast, snap out of this spell at once.
Make me another willpower versus her willpower.
7.
Yeah, so she's like, oh, and I think I'm just gonna lower his sanity, whatever it is, because his mind is literally being torn in half. So that's not fun for anybody to go through, even a Kraken.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm trying to save, so it's all good. It's all
yeah,
kosher.
so he does like shake his mind free of the water spirit's control. But he is still blank expression because you do have the trident still, so you are still brainwashing him
So
essentially.
I'm going to I can like will things into existence, like small things, not like world-ending things or anything, right?
Well, it depends. What do you wanna have?
A line of like uh what's it called? Twine.
Oh yeah, you could just have that. Yeah,
Okay,
we
so I'm
would
gonna
have that.
I'm gonna tie like the twine around two ends of the trident and sling it over myself.
All right, cool. Yes,
Just to
you
keep it
you
it
find
safe.
some I think Boston probably has 50 feet of rope or whatever, like from like an adventurous
Oh
kit,
yeah.
and he just
Oh yeah.
gives you part of the 50 foot, cuts it off with last limit, and is like, here you go, and you're like, okay, you make this sling for Poseidon's trident. So you technically do have it in your possession, so technically he is still under your control. So he won't do anything unless you tell him to do something, because his willpower
Oh,
essentially is no longer his own.
uh, all right. So I'm gonna try a thing here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to use one of my spells. Okay. I'm going to attempt to make an inscription casting that breaks the spell between Ctaiobhast,
And the trident.
the siren, and this trident.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna okay. Roll me 1d20 and then add your endurance stat.
Okay.
I have a DC in my head, and if you beat it, you will overcome the Greek gods' magic.
Oh, give me like a 20. I'm trying. I'm trying again.
Wow. So it's you do 5 minutes or whatever, and you look at this trident, and you just scribble out a rune, and nothing happens, and you're like, oh well, that wasn't it.
All right, so we're gonna like swash that one out of the sand. 17. Let's go.
So you during set okay of 10. Okay.
I'm doing it multiple times if I can't.
So you got a 27. Okay. And as I just beat my DC in my head, so you
Ah,
do in
very
fact
good.
succeed, which is interesting. So you against all. Okay, so I think you stop the group from moving, right? You kneel down in this dirt and you draw out using all the knowledge of Greek magic, essentially, because each pantheon has their own rules for magic,
Yeah.
essentially. So you using all of your knowledge of Greek magics, you inscribe these Greek letters and the runes and stuff, and you stab the trident in the sand in the middle of this runic circle, and
Yes.
you wave your hands and do some weird finger poses and maybe chant some stuff, and after probably another good 10-15 minutes of work, you do I think you as the ending of the ritual, you take a sharp rock essentially and just slice against the big glowing rune on this trident's hilt, and you slash it out, and unlike the last time you tried that, which was the nat one, where you just kind of made a small groove, this you just straight up just carve out the magic, and it there's a blast of light, and probably like a blast of water too, because this is like water magic. So this like torrent of like a fire hose going off for a couple seconds covers the runes and washes the runes away around the trident. But the curse
Ah,
on Ctaiobhast is permanently broken.
very
And
nice. So I'm
I
going to
think actually, if
pick
you
up.
look at him now, to the where there used to be like the ethereal like chain links around his like neck and around his like hands that were like glowing blue from like the magic of those like fade away. So the magic is now
Ah,
gone.
very nice. Very nice. So
So you
I'm
just
going to
overcame divine magic, by the way, which is
forcefully take the trident out of the sand and hand it back to him. You are free.
I think he like shoved the trident into his like arms and he takes it up and he looks at it and I think he's like totally shell shocked. Like his face is pale white, his eyes are wide, his jaw is like totally agape, and then he looks over the trident. His hands are shaking, and then I think like he grips the trident with both hands, and then he snaps it over his knee.
He could have used that as a weapon.
He could have, however, he's also a powerful psychic entity, so he doesn't need to. Who can make
Okay.
weaponry? So he takes the trident, and then he's like, this item has tethered me to this realm for literally like 3,000 years. And then he just like snaps it over his knee, and like the coral, because it's a coral item, like shatters into like almost like glass. And he just like holds the two halves. I think he's gonna use the spiked half as like a short sword, essentially,
Ooh, very
for the trident.
nice.
But like the other
Yeah.
end, he like chucks it into the forest just as hard as he possibly can. And he's like, yes, just screaming into the forest. He collapses to his knees. He's just like weeping, tears of joy, as you've freed this immortal entity from his imprisonment.
You better not double cross us now.
Yeah. What does X think about uh, JVH freeing? Okay, so he keeps you imprisoned, but this Kraken is like ridiculously powerful, and he's just like freed him like on a whim from eternal incarceration.
I guess I stopped staring off into space for a while and I look over and I'm like, oh, whose birthday is it?
Not yours.
And Ctaiobhast goes,
Ah, I
mine.
see.
I have been reborn.
Bitch ass.
Wow.
You
And
will
then I
remain in
I pick up
servitude as
Battlecock
long as you exist.
and I put him on Ctaiobhast's head and I'm like, this is your birthday present. It's a loan.
It's alone.
And I think Ctaiobhast, he like picks up Battlecock and I think he like kisses him on the head and like hugs him. And then Battlecock.
Oh yeah, but don't like praise the one who just freed you. Yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, but like magnetic friendship, dude. It's a powerful drug. Um,
Friendship
so
is one hell of a drug.
it is. Yeah. So so Ctaiobhast is fully weeping. Like I'm talking like waterfalls of tears. Um,
Rise now, Ctaiobhast.
I think
We have work to do.
he like stands up shakily, still like holding Battlecock in his arms, and he looks up, and he's like, "I have no idea how to get home."
You can return home after this battle.
And he goes, like, I am eternally in your debt. Whatever the JPCU wants with me, I will gladly like work for you guys or like do whatever.
These terms will be discussed after we are done here.
All right, cool. And then I think he wipes. I think he uses Battlecock to wipe his tears off of like out of his face or whatever. And then he like hands Battlecock back over to X because
I was gonna say, does Battlecock like lick up his tears?
no, he just like his feathers absorb them essentially because he's a duck or he's a chicken.
Two ply.
Yeah, two ply. And yeah, I guess we continue on this trip having just like completely finished Ctaiobhast's character arc. By the way,
Basically. Was that like the ending like segment to Ctaiobhast? Is that like The
Yeah.
trident like
Well,
breaks.
the whole plot line was that like the only reason the JPCU has him is because he's tethered to the trident, but you've just freed him. And but he's like willing. He's willing to be an actual employee, like a paid employee, instead of being like a
Exactly.
slave. So
Exactly.
he's kind of like Boston Brook, where he's like a magical entity that works for the company.
Exactly.
Well,
He's
yeah,
a
Boston Brook's
Thaumiel.
magical. Yeah,
He's Thaumiel now.
yeah. Um, so yeah, so I can move his piece not as an enemy anymore. He was going to be a villain in this final battle, but that's the thing that like before I talked about where I was like, if we do this one thing like successfully, it'll be easy. That was it. So he's now good. So we reached the top of this mountain, and the stream of people that are still kind of like filing in from the cruise ship. There is a massive stone monastery carved into the side of this mountain, and the people are all just kind of like huddled outside, like blankly staring at the front door.
Let's see here. Who wants to take care of the door? I mean, I can. I just don't want to.
Well, let me first give you a description of what the door even is, because I believe I do
Yes.
have this. Let's see. The door. The entrance staircase is what this brown part is. A staircase. This is all stone, and it's all carved with runes and like Greek hieroglyphics and stuff. The door is a huge set of like thick, like mahogany wood.
Uh,
So I mean, Boston Brook
we
has
need
like
to.
this
We
one that can
need
cut
to.
through anything. So
We need to bust in very dramatically.
well, Ctaiobhast has like force push essentially, so he could try to like break the doors open that way if he wanted him to.
Go for it.
Sure. Time for telekinetic push. Where is it? That's not any choking. Here we go.
So there's really like no limit on his power right now, right?
Well, he hasn't. You know, it wasn't like the trident wasn't inhibiting his power. It was just inhibiting his free will. So
Oh,
like he
okay.
couldn't.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you like go to Ctaiobhast and you're like like handle the door, and he like nods, and then he looks at the door, and then it like splinters, like totally just like. And it like breaks, like it slams against the back wall of this room, his front room. It like shatters into splinters, like the metal knockers like clang against the wall, like stick into the brickwork, because like there's that much
Okay.
force behind his mental push.
Very nice. Good work.
So do you wanna move into the front room then?
I do.
Alrighty. Oh no.
Oh sh. Oh jeez.
Okay, so in here, so this is the the very fancy marble room with like nice like torches on the walls and stuff, lighting everything up. There's a big chandelier hanging from up above us, and now there's the splintered remains of that big door all over the middle of this room.
Very nice.
There are doors on here, these two sides.
Okay. What does everybody think we should do? X, what do you think? Any suggestions?
I would. I think Boston.
Well,
Brook,
You guys are the magic experts, I guess. I'm just here to shoot things.
Apparently.
well, I mean, you're a magic expert. But
No,
you're not like an explorer.
you're a valuable member. You're a valuable member.
We did like wipe out the entire army of fish people last time because that ridiculous fire cheat with the stupid that I
Yeah!
you have that, by the way.
Oh
You still
yeah,
have it.
the stopwatch.
Yeah, I did miss that. I decided, you
Pick
know what?
6.
Yeah, but he repeated it like 4 times, whatever. So 24 shots, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
What did you steal?
Oh, that was beautiful. Give me one moment. I'm taking my sweatshirt.
Yeah, so I did let him keep that ability because I've decided, you know what? he, you know, you cheated the system properly, so I'll let you have that. Also, you would have died without it, so I'll let you have that one. Um, but after this mission, I'm changing it up. So yeah, so I think Boston would probably go like, following like the algorithm of mazes. Probably would say we go to the left, but he doesn't really have like a preference. And Malafide does not care.
So I can see the magic, right?
Yes, yeah, you can see magic. We will anybody. I think the only person here who can't see magic is Battlecock. Because the rest of us can
Hmm.
use magic and therefore can see magic, so we can all like. Well, you can naturally see it, and so can Ctaiobhast, but the rest of us have to make a conscious effort to look for it. But you can just like naturally see it, like a dog can see
So
sense.
I'm gonna. The dog can see scents.
Well, yeah, but they see it as like trails of color. You see the exact same thing with magic.
Okay. 3 perception of 8. Which way is the stronger magic going?
Which way is the stronger magic? Good question.
Like,
Well,
what's the strongest direction to follow?
probably the left. You don't know where it runs
Okay.
this corner, but you don't know where it goes after it runs that corner.
Well, to the left we go.
Alrighty. So, do you and Bossman want to take the lead then, and
Sure.
we can have Ctaiobhast, and then Bright can be behind you, and then we'll have McLafferty, and then Battlecock, and then X can be at the very back because that's how wizards work. So,
Yes, that's how wizards and healers work.
yes, and X is a wizard. So,
I'm one of those things.
yes, you are. Well, you can heal.
I am one half of what you need.
Yes. Um, so are we gonna stop in any of these rooms or just beeline right for
Uh,
them?
is there anything to gain from it?
You don't know that yet. You have no idea.
You know what? We can explore afterwards. We'll beeline right for this boss.
Alrighty, so we round this corner. Yeah, so we round this corner, and then magic leads through. There's a big set of double doors here. And then that magic leads like into the door.
Ctaiobhast.
Alrighty.
We're gonna have Ctaiobhast do his force push
Okay,
thing.
so he can do his lovely little force push. We're gonna have a nice big front line with the weaker people in the back.
Of course.
So time for endurance check. Ctaiobhast, go. That's still a pass, I'm
Wah.
pretty sure. So with not quite as epic as last time. But they're just like it doesn't like go off his hinges, but still like flies open. It slams open against the sides of the wall. These black parts are all wall, by the way. Um, just so you know.
Oh.
And there is
Oh.
a small contingent of the same Atlanteans that we saw before and fought before. But there are also two massive pillars of water wearing armor. And then in the middle is the water spirit, who is like so as the door opens, she like cuts off her own singing like mid sentence or whatever, and is like, "Ah, hello there, heroes." And with that, I believe I need everybody here to make a check to resist her sexiness. Let me see.
A simple matter.
Yes, you need to make a willpower check to resist being seduced, essentially.
9.
Success.
Well, guys, I'm sorry for whatever might happen. I rolled a 2 and a 9.
Oh my god.
Well, Battlecock is perfect. Battlecock is unperturbed by this wench and her.
I was gonna say we can give the 9 to X. Cause we kinda need him.
Well, what's his willpower? Let me see. 8 willpower. He doesn't have one, actually. What do you think X's willpower would be?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Hmm.
5 is average, by the way.
A
So.
9 passes that
Well-
roll.
I'm not sure whether to say to subtract from like an average of 5 because he's being possessed, or to add to it because there's another entity.
No, he's not being. He's
Like-
not really being possessed.
Yeah, like what's
It's
like,
just finding her attractive.
Yeah, well, yeah. So like how, like outside, like unaffected, right? How how strong is his will, right? So like,
Yes. What is his willpower?
yeah.
Probably like 4 then.
Is he like incomparable to like seduction?
Well, he did it.
Oh.
He did it a succubus for a while, so that probably
Yeah.
ruined a lot of his
So
mental acuity.
But he would also be pretty like willful, right? Like dating a succubus is no small feat.
Well,
Perhaps
he
then.
didn't die by the succubus, so he would have to have some kind of resistance to that anyway, right? Oh yeah, wait, doesn't he
Exactly.
have? I thought I gave him a thing where like he's like resistant to it because he dated a succubus. I don't know if it added that yet or not. But that is, I want that to be a thing because that's a cool ability. So yeah, he's just immune to her ability anyway because
Oh,
he
okay.
dated a
So
Alright,
succubus.
Battlecock. Yeah.
So his willpower is 4 when he's human. When he's demon, it's 8. But he's immune to seduction because he dated a succubus, and survived essentially.
Yeah.
So he's
Cool.
fine. Battlecock is fine. Boston Rook is fine. GVH is fine. McLafferty, let's roll for him. Let's roll for Jack Bright as well.
Indeed.
McLafferty's also fine. Ooh.
Oh wow.
Jack Bright finds her ugly. He's just not interested at all. And then Ctaiobhast is also fine. Wow.
So I'm gonna make another roll to see how disgusted he is.
Okay, sure, yeah. 2.
He's kind of disgusted.
Yeah.
What is that vile thing?
He's like, oh, what is? Oh, well, to be fair, so to describe her, she is, like a sky blue skinned, beautiful woman with like, not seaweed hair, but like seaweed in her hair. It's basically really, really thin black hair, and it goes down to like her butt, and she's wearing like, seaweed and like coral as like a bikini essentially, because that's how naiads work.
I'm gonna give him an endurance check to see if he throws up.
Sure.
He doesn't. Okay.
Okay, good. So he resists that urge to vomit.
But he definitely gags a little bit.
Yeah. So now we can all roll some initiative.
Okay.
Boston Brook gets a 3.
That is a 5 for JVH.
It's a
To
3,
Jack Bright.
7. He gets a 10.
Jack Bright got a 6.
So JVH gets a 5. Okay. JVH
Yeah.
as
I have
champion.
my agility, right?
Yeah, your agility is
Should be
9.
6.
It's 9.
9?
You're a
Oh
champion.
wow. Oh wow.
So you
I'm really
have a
incomparable.
14. And then Bright got a 6, you said?
Yes.
Okay, Bright. His agility is 8 because he's a fast boy, so he's still pretty good. He's still 6 plus 8 is 14. So he matches you, actually. Wow, that's
Oh
depressing.
wow.
What does X and Battlecock get?
Well, with their agility modifiers included, it's 11 for X and 13 for Battlecock.
Nice. We're all on the ball today. McLafferty, what does she get?
Best boys.
Yeah. McLafferty gets a 2. Wow. 6.
How embarrassing.
She's not on the ball. Out of all of us, she's the least on the ball. What does Ctaiobhast get? Let me find his thing. He gets... Let me scroll way up past my Atlantean stuff. He gets a 7 plus an 8. So he's a 15. Wow, he's the fastest.
Oh wow.
Jesus, okay.
Oh yeah.
He
Oh yeah,
really wants
being
to kill her,
free
so-
like
Yeah, being
him getting
free
freed
has-
like really gave him that like kick in the ass. Then
Yeah, he's really like, I'm gonna kill this woman who's trying to take my freedom away. So the enemies, they get a 2 plus, so they get a 7. Wow. Okay. Actually, no. What is a
Oh,
scout's
wow.
ability? Let me see.
Right
Let me look at
after-
this. They get-
right
they get-
after
they get an
McLaughlin.
8. They actually match McLafferty.
wow.
And then what does the Naiad get? Because she's actually pretty quick, as per how Naiads work.
Okay.
An 8 plus a 6. She gets a 4. No, she gets a 12. She's not that slow. First things first, though. Bright and the Angel go first.
Yeah. So I'm going to dash forward and stab the lead Atlantean in the chest.
Okay.
I'm basically using Zephyr Strike. Think of it that way.
Okay, yeah, so make me your sword attack, which should still be, like, Story Weaver.
Yeah, it's Story Weaver, but like base boosted.
Yeah. So it does do double damage because this guy is paranormal.
Mm-hmm. So this would be
2d100
3
times 10.
2d100?
Yeah,
Okay.
2 times 2. That is a
Oh, wow.
90 times 2 is 180. You do in fact so think you like with one like pump of your wings, you like launch forward, and like I know the doors fly open, and just like immediately you're like up first target murderer, and then you just like launch forward and just like and just like cut his head off. I think just straight up.
Oh, I was gonna like grab the shoulder and stab through,
Yeah, just he just like he like
and then I like lift him up, take the sword out, and drop him. Yes.
Yeah, so he is very dead. What's Bright gonna do?
What are his abilities first?
Let me look. Let me go through them. He can sprint, leap. He can throw. Actually, he can clone himself.
I was gonna
throwing
say,
things.
send me his abilities through text.
Well, I have it in the chat, in the notebook thing.
Oh, okay.
So you can use that.
Where?
In the notebook on the very bottom under Jack Bright.
Ah, okay. This simplifies everything. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
So he's in human form right now.
Yes. So he can also like make chainsaws and like grind people on chainsaws and stuff like that. So
Does he have the chainsaw cannon?
no, but he can swing them and he can like grind people to chunky salsa with them.
Reveal chainsaw.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
I love it.
Okay, so
He could clone himself if he wanted to try that with somebody.
right here. And then we're gonna make a ballsy move here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5, 6. So I'm gonna make a ballsy move, and he's gonna try and clone himself, but he's gonna he's gonna try it on her.
Gonna try it on her.
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. Make me a perception check, then.
Okay.
And she will dodge this, which she's good at. But
What if he gets a 10? What if he gets a 10?
then she'll have to get a 10 to beat him, which is almost, very unlikely. Wow. Okay.
Let's go!
Let's see. Can she dodge? Oh,
Just
close.
Barely.
So, how do I wanna?
So he starts this thing up lasso style.
Well, yeah. So these are like the metal SCP logos that are like he like tosses at her essentially, and because she's got like she's quote unquote made of water, like she's partially made of water. Okay, let me look at the specifics of this ability. Only ends when the medallion's removed by someone that isn't the victim or is destroyed. Okay, This will work. Okay, I will allow this. So yeah,
Yeah.
he tosses this medallion at her, and it like sticks into her like hair or whatever, or like maybe he like ring tosses it over her head,
Yes.
like boomerang almost, like a ring toss, and it lands right on her neck, and she like suddenly changes and is like, oh,
Oh wow!
like this is.
Look at me!
He looks down and he goes, oh, I'm hot.
He looks back at himself. He's like, I look good.
He's like, oh, I look good, and then he like looks down at his new hot body, and he's like, I always look good. That's his turn. Wow. Okay. Next up is
Yeah.
All right.
Roll for
So-
personality.
Oh, of course. Almost forgot.
Yeah, that's
2.
2. Okay, he's a martial artist.
All right. So Battlecock
As
does what
always.
Battlecock does best. He charges into the fray, and he's going to insta-kill one of the Atlanteans.
Okay. Do you want to do bicycle kick or foot of the tiny dragon? Or
I
Trailbreaker,
will do
or paralysis.
Foot of the Tiny Dragon.
Yes.
Make that strength check.
Alrighty. That's going to be a 10.
Double damage. Okay.
Yeah!
Roll what?
Yeah!
Or whatever.
We are on fire.
Alright.
So much
3D100.
for my boss battle. God.
That comes out to 260.
Oh my god. 260 times 2.
Oh my god.
520. Oh my god.
I told you he walks up and he insta-kills the guy.
He cuts this guy in half. Like straight up bisects. I think he cuts him like from the head to the groin with a kick. Just
Like an axe kick.
yes, but a chicken. And he cuts his guy in
So
half.
so wait, does it do the thing where like he slices down and then it takes a second and everybody's like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, and like,
then
the,
it, like,
the red line appears after a second, and he like falls in, like in two halves. Yeah. Jesus. Okay. You gotta love it.
No one messes with us.
Wow. Okay. Next up is the Naiad.
Yeah.
Who's just Jack Bright. So what does Jack Bright want to do? So okay. So this is the question. So because he cloned his personality, does he get his abilities or keep her abilities?
I think a bit of both.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't know all of her abilities,
Yeah.
but he gets some of his own.
Yes, I think he would get. Let me look at his abilities. He has her agility anyway because they match.
Yeah.
So he's still just as fast. He can still sprint and leap and stuff.
But she dons his stats. Like
Yeah.
anything that she might lack
yeah.
becomes better because of him.
So she. Well, he. No, he would. She would. Okay, so he can make chainsaws still, and everything, all that stuff.
Okay.
Because that's like a Jack Bright trait and not like a person trait. And he would also get some of her abilities.
Okay.
So she can sing a siren song that makes people hypnotize whoever listens to it. She can command someone to do something via overwhelming sexual presence.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do.
She's similar to siren song. And she can, and he would also get access to disperse, so she can scatter her body into water and become invulnerable to all physical attacks per turn. Essentially, like as long as she maintains endurance check, she can be invulnerable, but can't do anything.
Oh, wow.
Like can't make an attack in like response to that. Essentially.
Oh, okay. So this big boy right here can use the overwhelming sexuality
Okay, that's an endurance
of
check.
of a new Jack Bright on this guy and try and have him attack this guy.
Well, he's okay. So this is the thing, right? So they're elementals, so they aren't sentient. So they're immune to like seduction and stuff like that, because they don't have like drives because they're just beings of pure element. So you can try on an Atlantean if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure. I'll try it on this guy,
Sure,
and I'll try and have him attack this guy.
Okay, make an endurance check to enchant this Atlantean. Oh,
Bet,
actually,
bet,
make
I
a
guess.
charisma check actually because she's already their boss. So, just do it in charisma check.
5.
That is a pass for endurance, I believe. And is it a pass for charisma? Yes. So okay. So you still think Jack Bright and/or the Naiad woman. She turns to this middle Atlantean who's just seen his freaking cut in half and his other freaking skewered. She turns to him and goes, "Hey, you shoot this elemental with a laser gun." And he's like, "I mean, okay, sure." And he turns around and he's gonna shoot. He's gonna full auto this Atlantean.
Oh yeah!
Because this
Oh, yeah.
elemental, which is 4 shots at a -4.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, pretty
Friendly
much.
fire is the best fire. You say friendly fire, but I say target-rich environment. Those are all passes.
Yeah,
One of which is critical.
and a crit. Okay, so let me find this guy's character sheet.
Oh yes.
I swear to God, this
yes.
random mook murders a royal elemental for the Atlantean Empire in a fly. Okay, 3d100 damage per shot. That's 12d100 in total.
Double
Okay.
for one.
Yeah. Okay. So 3d100 times 3, and then the fourth one is doubled. So first shot does 180 damage. I'm gonna make a note of this. 180. Okay.
I don't think you like me very much today.
Oh. Shot number 2.
Oh!
200. Oh my.
200.
Plus. Jeez. He's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him. There's no way he's gonna kill him at this point. Third shot. Oh my God. 190. He's dead. He's already dead. He's already
Hey, roll
dead.
the last one. Roll the last one.
Plus the double damage one. 300. 870 damage.
How much? How much was the total?
870 damage. That would kill a tank. He whips around and just...
I kind of feel like this Atlantean had a secret grudge for this guy because he just turns around and he just full auto pinpoint accuracy ends him.
Yeah, he cheeses like think like it's a laser SMG, right? So it boils away the blood of the water on this elemental and punches holes in his armor and totally just kill. He pierces the helmet of this beast and then it collapses into this a puddle with a chest plate with holes in it.
Oh my God!
Of this big puddle.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wow. Okay. And the Atlantean's okay, and he turns back around to do whatever. So that's.
I was not ready for this. I did not expect any of that to work.
And now we come.
Any of that.
Then we come to X's turn.
Alrighty.
Timepiece and pick 6.
As much as I would like to, I don't think it's quite necessary for this fight. So.
Oh man.
What I could
X is
do.
just trying to salvage what's left of Cody insanity.
I mean, I could just incapacitate the other water elemental if you guys think it's a threat, but considering how the last turn went.
You
think
could
I'm just-
incapacitate him.
I mean, sure. I don't get to use this that often. So I'm going to pull out my timepiece and I'm just going to put him on pause. Congratulations. You are no longer in the fight.
Okay. For how many turns? Like 1 through 4, I think is like
I
the
believe it's 4.
4.
You want me to
Okay.
roll?
No, you're fine. Just screw it, right? Let's just nullify this elemental for the entire fight. You're brown now. Okay.
I can Cody, I can imagine. I can imagine your reaction when I'm like, yeah, he's gonna attack the other elemental, and then we roll the crit. I can imagine your reaction to that as the picture of Mr. Birdsey that
Yeah.
you sent.
I've been shaking my head for the past like 20 seconds straight, by the way. I want that to be known. Okay. So that's X's turn. Next is Boston Brook's turn.
Cody, and you are that one teacher that has just had it and is going to snap one day.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna go to this next guy and cut him in half, but the guy can dodge this if he wanted to, which he does. He rolled middle of the road, so we're gonna re-roll that.
I can hear the absolute done in your voice.
Fails. 5d 100 damage.
This is great.
Ruined my cool boss fight. He's dead. Okay, great. I'm gonna make this unfair.
The
I'm
elementals
just gonna
haven't
be
even done
screw my plans.
anything.
I'm just gonna make this as hard as I possibly can. New Kraken. No, I'm kidding. I could though, but I'm not gonna. Oh wait. Oh. Next. Okay, the next turn. Okay, so I forgot about like the landscape, the terrain, like feature of this place, which is muy bueno. So I'm gonna screw y'all over in a couple seconds. Okay, so
But
Boston
like
Brook takes
you
his turn. This is
can't.
that guy.
We have one incapacitated.
It is now
One
the enemy's
under our
turn.
control.
1, 2, 3. He spends his action removing the medallion. Now that does mean that he is now Jack Bright. But the Naiad is now like cured. And I can take 1 turn off of this guy. Okay. This guy, he isn't technically under like her control. So he's just gonna like shoot at Boston Brook, I think. And I'm just gonna stab at Boston Brook. Boston Brook can dodge though. He's gonna because he's just that cool, right? Right? No, he failed. Okay. Well, the first beat of damage to be dealt. Boston Brook. How much damage does this guy do to Nathaniel Boston Brook? 1d100 damage. Wow. What a real threat, huh? What a real threat.
It's gonna roll 10.
7.
Oh, 70. Okay. It's a bit of a refresher.
He's down to
Imagine
180.
it
Okay.
rolls a 10.
Okay, so Boston Brook gets shanked. Who's up next? McLafferty.
This isn't a winning battle.
McLafferty, just to put, okay, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to add insult to injury, banishes the water elemental. Because that's what she can do. And you know what? Why not? Oh, wait, actually, no, she can't. Because the
No, she can.
No, because it's from this realm. They're all from this realm. Because as an Atlantean... Okay, never mind. What is she going to do, though? This is the question. She could do a lot of powerful stuff against magic anyway, so... she could just, like, dispel him, I'm pretty sure. And, like, say, like, you know what? Screw you. And just, like...
She can disenchant. She can disenchant the Naiad.
She's going to... Soul Blast. Which is...
I'm gonna give you the ultimate no you card.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the Uno reverse card real quick. 8. That's a pass. 4d 100 damage. This cannot kill.
Technically, doesn't it make this also Jack Bright's turn?
No.
Oh, okay.
because he used his turn already.
I was gonna say we're gonna play a game of hot potato with this medallion between the two.
Yeah, I mean, essentially. Let's see. So that's 150 damage done to this, 120 done to this elemental. With as McLafferty fires a piece of her soul into this entity, it is now down to a bit less health. It has this much health. Okay.
Oh wait, no! Now I can kill the other elemental.
Well, yeah, because we're back in the turn order, so it's up to JVH
Okay.
and Bright.
Okay. So JVH is going to. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess what time it is?
You're gonna stab elemental.
It's stabby time.
Ooh, I like stabby time.
This guy can't dodge this, so just roll 2d 100 damage, then double it.
Even if it isn't stabby time and this fails, I know what I'm gonna do. $160.
320 damage. Wow, you've almost killed him.
Okay. So, it's Jack Bright's turn, and by
Yes.
proxy, the
It's
Atlantean
Scout's
Scout's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna 1, 2, turn, and shoots to the Naiad.
So he's gonna full auto the Naiad.
Full auto.
Oh my god! I swear to God, if this guy gets any kind of crit, I'm gonna cry. Very close, though. Very close. He misses 2 shots because the -1. He just hit 2 of them though. So that is in total. That is 6,100 damage. So roll all those dice.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. You ready, Cody? You ready?
No.
It's 300.
I know. I heard you. my super unique cool thing. Oh. Okay, let me see actually how much health does she actually have. Yeah. Oh, that exactly matches her health and brings it exactly to 0.
Nice.
I'm gonna do.
Are you upset, Codian?
She's gonna. Okay, I'm gonna actually bring in one of the few mechanics you've not used yet, and that is the spending of willpower, which lets you gain health. So she's gonna.
Oh.
So she is now being at 0 health. Is now at. I need to do some division really quick in my calculator over here. This number divided by.
Oh,
5.
cheap tactics. Cheap tactics.
Yeah, she's down to.
Wow,
60
you won
health.
that fight with skill, and now you're gonna take this victory away from us.
You're gonna snatch this away like the candy corn on Halloween?
Okay, fine. I will make it a D20 roll. If she gets a 15 or higher, she is only unconscious. If she gets anything below that, she dies.
1.
Good.
Okay, she's
only
unconscious.
So next turn, she can maybe wake up and have like 10 health. Who's up next in the turn order? Wow. That was Bright. Battlecock's turn.
Come on, Battlecock.
All right,
There's
so
one Atlantean, one Elemental, and one Jack Bright Elemental or Scout left alive.
Imagine!
If only that would work.
so
Yeah, that's why I
I'm
didn't
not
do it.
going to attack the elemental because I want to see what happens when he gets out and there's no one left alive. So I guess I'll just finish off the last Atlantean.
Cool. So do you want to do
Bicycle kick.
bicycle kick? Okay, make that agility check.
That is going to be a
No,
5.
roll your personality actually. You might get
Oh, yeah.
you might get a good thing.
Might get a
3
serious
personality.
Yeah. So 3. Okay, so he's a martial artist. So yeah, roll your agility check then.
So that was a 5.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll.
man.
Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. Does 1d8 times 10 number of attacks is agility check plus 2. So you do. What did you roll? 5 or?
So 78
Yeah.
total.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be 290 damage.
He
Oh
is.
my god.
I think Battlecock turns his chest cavity into a salsa holder.
Does the head just fall straight down into
Yeah,
the
it's
pool of salsa?
Yeah, and it's face palms into the salsa, and then he falls over dead. That's Battlecock's turn. Now we're up to the Naiad. Can she regain consciousness?
No,
Alright,
she can't.
She's a really high endurance. Okay, she is conscious
Barely.
and at 10 health. She
Can
immediately
she even
uses. No, okay, so she can attack first, use her second action to immunize herself. So she's going to use Summon Water Elemental. Yay. She can summon 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3.
Did you roll for those?
No, it's just a flat number. She just gets 4 of them.
That's not correct.
One of her possibilities.
That's not correct.
That is
Everything else is rolled for. Why can't this be rolled for, Codian?
because yeah, that's why.
Because what?
Because yeah. And then
Because Pathfinder.
Yeah, and then she disperses herself, so she is invulnerable to all attacks so long as she can make up endurance checks successfully. So can she do it at all? She can. So she is invulnerable.
Okay, but
However, she is also
This-
crippled. So
this boy is gonna have something to say about that.
well, he can't uninvulnerabilize her. He can murder an elemental, I guess. Now we are up to X's turn. So there's now 4 elementals, 1 Jack Bright Atlantean, and 1 stunned, paused water elemental as well.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Alrighty.
Pick 6! Timepiece!
Well, I already used the timepiece. I think I have to wait 10 turns before I can use that again.
Let me
So-
double check.
I'll just do the first part. Pick 6.
Okay. Yeah. There are 6 people on the battlefield. One of them is a clone of Jack Bright, so you
Jack
can
Bright.
use all 6 if you wanted to. Give me those perception checks then.
1, 2,
Alright.
5, 6. No. There's 6. There's 6 people. The Naiad, and the
Naiad's
5
invulnerable to
elementals.
physical damage because she is currently not she's basically she turns into a pillar of water and then spreads out across the battlefield floor. So she's not really there. That's just a placeholder for where she would be if she was solid.
Okay, well then you've got 5 elementals and 1 can get 2.
Yes.
Alright.
So roll those checks.
Do not kill Atlantean Jack Bright.
Let's see. Time to timepiece. Yeah, 10 turn cooldown.
Well, that was something.
What did you get?
10, a 9, a 1, a 10, a 1, and a 6.
Okay. How many of those were not 10s? Well, how many of those were passing but not 10s?
There was a 9 and a 6.
So roll those 2 damage normally, and then the 10s roll normal, then double the result. So roll for the 9, and then give me the 3 d100.
Right.
Roll for the Rizzo.
130.
First, the stun elemental is dead.
Mm.
60.
Okay, this one is only very lately injured. He has. Okay, next one.
110 times 2.
Okay, that's 220, so that brings it down to this number. Okay.
And 50 times 2.
All right. Now, how many ones did you roll?
2.
Okay, let's see. Where is X? He's all the way in the back right now. You're gonna hit Ctaiobhast in the back, and you're gonna hit Atlantean Scout
No, no,
Jack
no, no,
Bright
no,
in the
no.
back.
No, 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 no,
Yes.
no, no.
Yes.
Look at who's right in front of him. Look at who's right in front of him.
Yeah.
Roll
but-
it for Boston Brook.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna roll a 1d4. Okay, I'm gonna roll 2d4 actually. Okay. And these will tell who he hits. Boston Brook is 1. Ctaiobhast is 4. Just like that's how this. We're going clockwise. Got a 3, so he just hit Scout, and he got. Jack
That
Bright.
doesn't make sense. That
So-
doesn't make sense.
Hey, the dice don't lie, my friend. The dice don't
No,
lie.
no, 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 no.
Dice don't
You
lie.
said who did you say 4 was?
4 was Jack Bright. 1 was Boston Brook.
No, you said Ctaiobhast was 4.
No,
You
no, no,
liar.
no. Okay, so yeah, so Ctaiobhast and it's Ctaiobhast and Bright because the Scout didn't get hit.
No, it would.
Yeah, because Boston Brook was 1, 2, Jack Bright's 3, 4. So Bright and Ctaiobhast get hit. We avoid Nathaniel
Okay, fine.
and the Scout. So roll those 2 damages. Then.
All right.
I will note this.
2D 100 is 70 and 60.
Okay, so 70 and 60. So Atlantean Scout Buddy is not dead. Injured, not dead. Let me actually find out how
No.
much I have.
No, Ctaiobhast and Bright. Atlantean Scout isn't getting hit.
Jack,
Stop trying to screw me over.
that's where is. I don't have a Jack and Bright health counter, but I do now. Okay, so the first number was. Give me
70.
70. Okay.
I think he's got 300.
Yeah. So let me 70's for.
Yeah, no, he has a counter. He has a
Does?
counter.
Oh.
Yeah, right here.
So.
He's got the same health as JVH.
What is his health? Because that's for his angel form, I think. So let me just double check.
No, that's his standard health. Unless it's
his standard
250.
health is 200. So we're close.
200?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's down to 130. The second number was
60.
60. How much health does Ctaiobhast have? He has 2,000. Okay. What the hell?
Ctaiobhast hasn't done anything yet.
Well, he's damaged some doors.
He's at the top of our turn order.
Oh yeah, he is. I totally missed him. We'll take his turn now then. Why not?
Okay.
What is he gonna do? He did a lot actually. He's going to, because he has telepathy, so he can damage the Naiad. Despite
Oh,
her-
yeah.
See, her mind is still like a thing.
Do it.
Um,
Do it.
Can he read minds and stuff? Because I don't have all of his abilities. I don't think. No, he can. However,
Does he have
hit people if he wants.
neurocognitive deficit?
No, sadly, he's not that powerful yet. Let's see. Does anybody need healing, like badly? Bright kind of does. Boston Book does, but that's really about it.
I have telepathic abilities.
I think Jack Bright's champion does too. So Ctaiobhast, he's going to heal Boston. Well, no, Boston can heal himself. He can regenerate.
Yeah.
Ctaiobhast-
Attack.
But how's he gonna? Because they're elementals. Like all of his abilities don't have an effect.
But they have an effect on her.
Well, yeah, but he can't. He doesn't have like telepathic attacks. But he can like read her mind or something if he wanted to. It's difficult. So he has all like water-based abilities that don't damage elementals because they're water. So, oh no, okay, I know what he can do. Okay, he has his magical cane that he can charge with kinetic energy. What's his agility? Agility is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to charge an object.
Just like a shard of wood.
Yeah, so that uses up his remaining ocean points. But he can then throw his charged object, a splinter from like the door that fell off, he takes one of the door knockers and he charges it with kinetic energy, just glowing bright blue, and he throws it at one of the elementals. And this does in a 2x2 square, so it hits the full elemental. It's more than 5 pounds. 5d100 damage with the perception check. So can he make the perception check? He can. That does a lot of damage. In theory, this could kill him, but I don't think this will kill this thing. Actually, it might. Let's see. What does he get? He got a 220 on this guy. That almost kills him. So there's a thunderous explosion as this Atlantean elemental gets his torso get like blown out by this shrapnel of wood that explodes. Now we just had X go. So next goes Boston Brook. Yes. Boston Brook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turns to elemental. Goes to attack elemental, who cannot dodge him because elementals are dumb. 160. He kills this one. Great. So he walks up and just whoosh, gone. Next down turn order is McLafferty and the enemies. McLafferty's gonna go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh.
I know what I'm gonna do.
What is McLafferty going to do? Because her Soul Blast didn't work so well last time. She...
Oh. Okay.
I think I know what she's going to do. She's going to use Chink in the Armor.
She's gonna. Multiple people are going to die right now.
So she does succeed. So everybody gets advantage when attacking this guy.
Okay.
I'm going to make his shade different blue.
Oh yeah! I just remembered the abilities that we have given JVH.
Yeah. Now,
You have made a dire mistake.
okay, the enemies. Let's see. This elemental takes a couple steps. It's gonna go after McLafferty. This guy scoots over because they're Boston Brook. This guy, 1, 2, 3, goes after you, JPH.
I have a shield ability.
Yes. Now this guy's gonna go after McLafferty. He's going to trident stab her.
I'm going to make my block divine protection.
I rolled a 4. That should still be a pass. Yes. So McLafferty dodges. Can Boston Brook dodge? Yes.
Yes.
Can you dodge?
I was gonna say, can he full counter? No, I'm using divine protection. I'm not moving.
Okay. Boston Brook can full counter. McLafferty can counter, but he would just like punch it, which wouldn't do anything. But he can full counter, yes. So he rolled full counter. This thing cannot dodge him, therefore he just takes the damage. And that is
240.
240. Almost kills.
This is 5, right?
Yes. 4, so 240 down to 60. Okay, now you wanted to use Divine Protection?
Yes. As my counter or counter action.
Divine Protection isn't as like an action. So you can do it on your turn, you can
You know
also
what?
dodge and then counter.
I'll just dodge and counter. Yeah.
It makes an
Screw it, why
agility
not?
check that you probably won't fail.
3. I do not fail.
No. Then you can make your counter, which is bare hands damage, which for you is
5d100.
no. So if both pass, Helsing. Oh yeah. So yes. So it's just bare hands damage, which I think is 1d100 for you.
No, 5d100.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
Silly goose. You silly goose.
You're silly goose. 310.
310.
This guy is dead. Boston Brook would have healed, which I believe his is 1. Let me see.
1d10.
I think his is 1d8 or 1d6. I can't remember.
1d8, I think.
1d6.
Oh, it's 1d6?
Yeah, I think GVH is 1d8. I don't know.
Possibly.
He got
50.
50 health back.
He got 5 health back.
Up to 220. Yeah. Let's see. That's the enemy's turn. Now we abandon the Melaphrades. We're back up the turn order to Ctaiobhast. Ctaiobhast can regenerate. If I remember correctly.
I have a way to kill the Naiad
Generates a butt ton of health.
that you may or may not have forgotten about.
Regenerates 1d8. 8. So he is now back up to a full 2,000 health.
I am killing the Naiad with Divine Right.
Ctaiobhast.
It's not an ability. Divine Right is an ability. I'm just saying I
Yeah.
will use my divine powers to.
So his first action is to regain some of his magical, currency. Essentially, he gets 5, and then I'm at a 5 square. He can't move and do this at the same time. So he's going to. I don't know. He doesn't have a lot of things that don't work on water people. That's the problem.
So he can just leave it at him saving up those points.
Yeah, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna really charge up. He's another 6. He's to 11 ocean points now. Now we're up to JVH and Bright.
All right. Well, time to absolutely fadiddle your Naiad here. I'm gonna use disintegration.
Let me look for this. Let me rules lawyer it up. Let me see.
Ability to reduce anything to molecular/submolecular pieces, or convert it entirely to energy, killing or destroying the target without destroying any matter.
And that's a part of the angelic aura, which I believe is an actual ability, or it might just be under part of the halo thing.
No, it's
Absolute light.
under
absolute light.
absolute light. Yeah.
So killing anything below 200 health.
And she is most definitely below 200 health.
She has 60 right now.
So yeah.
So roll me an endurance check.
which I will most definitely pass.
Don't get a 1, yeah.
I hate you.
You got a 1?
Yeah.
Alright. So that your first action is used up. You cannot use that ability again this whole combat. What else do you want to do?
I'm reading. Shut up.
This is payback. Lady Luck is on my side. You can define protection if you wanted to, and like, you know, further protect yourself.
I don't need to.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hmm.
I'm gonna adjust this divine protection next time. I think. Okay.
So all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Hmm. All right. I'm gonna do. Be very afraid, but I'm gonna call out to the rest of my team to cover their ears.
Mm-hmm.
Or well, not the rest of the team, or like not call out to them, but like tell them mentally,
Yeah.
cover your ears. So yeah.
So that's a charisma check.
Yes. No. It's 1d4.
Well, yes, it's a charisma check, and then a 1d4 if you succeed.
Oh, okay.
But I think you're pretty charismatic as an angel, so.
I am indeed.
Yes.
7. That's a pass.
Yep. So roll me 1d4. Well,
It's gonna be multiple.
this is the thing. So these two guys can't be afraid because they're not sentient. The Naiad can. Do you
Oh
want this to affect the scout? Because it will if you want it to.
no,
Okay.
no.
Then just roll me 1d4.
2.
So she is a
Stunned surrender.
So you think you just kind of like call out into the room and like, you know, that weird like overlaid really deep booming thunderous voice. You go
Yeah.
like be very afraid, and then like the Naiad like slurps back into like a cohesive like physical form, and she like puts her hands up and it's like
No,
oh.
so what he says is you shall know the divine wrath of the martyrs.
And so she like solidifies into her, you know, normal form, and then like she's like petrified, essentially terrified. So she is stunned for
How many turns? 3
so,
turns.
according to this, she needs to make a sanity check to snap out of the. You know, that's for the 4. Okay, yeah. So we'll say
But that's
3
on her
turns.
turn, right?
Yeah, 3 turns. She is stunned.
All right. Well, while this is in effect, Senor Bright, do your job.
Mm-hmm.
Full auto, baby.
Into the elemental or
No, to the Naiad.
The Naiad. Okay. Yeah, 4 checks.
Ooh yeah, baby. These 2 are the only ones I need. This was a 5 and a 9. I believe.
Well, you literally cannot not kill her.
Exactly.
So she's dead.
So, how many do 100?
It doesn't matter.
I want to roll it.
Even if you roll all 10, she still dies.
Then I'll just roll 2. Yeah, 100.
Dead. And then when she dies, like when she dies, there is like the temple like shakes violently. The other like 3 dudes that are here, well, quote unquote Jack Bright, and then the 2 elementals, they stop fighting and like look around confused, and then the roof of this room gets like torn off as a gigantic hand. Like this hand is probably bigger than this monastery. Like lifts, like crunches the roof down and yanks it off, and like tears these pillars along with it.
Okay.
And like rips the roof off. And you, I mean, yeah, you're Greek. Like Helsing is a Greek individual, so you need to make a check to know who this is. This is the Greek
Okay.
Titan Atlas.
Oh.
And you are staring. Well, he's staring down at you like you are an ant.
Like me individually?
Well, just like us. Well, I mean, you really can't tell because he's like huge. But like he's staring down into this room, and he rips the roof off, and he like puts it down outside essentially, and then I think he like was a near deafeningly loud, booming voice from Atlas that yells out like return to the sea, my children, and then the elementals like slurp back. This guy, I mean,
Does the pendant break?
yeah, he's a god. So the pendant, and the Atlantean runs out, and you also hear like other people flee the building. And then like Atlas, he leans his head really close and like it blots out the sun. He leans out really close over to the roof of this building, and he goes, my greatest thanks, adventurers, for freeing me from my debt to that spirit."
All in a day's work.
How does everybody else react to this? I'm curious.
X.
Honestly, first time seeing a god, not really that interested. I was expecting
Atlas
more flair.
Does Atlas know what I am?
No, because he's been incarcerated very recently.
Oh, okay.
But
So
how
wait,
does-
no, because didn't
Yeah.
the martyrs like create him?
Well, that's a very complicated metaphysical question. The martyrs didn't personally create him. The belief of the people created him. The martyrs know about Atlas, but Atlas may not know about the martyrs, or may not know about you, or the champions.
Hmm.
So how does X react?
I was gonna say if he was hostile, I can kill him.
No, he's not hostile. He seems like pretty chill.
Okay, cool. Yeah, met a god today.
Yeah. So how does like X is unimpressed by the massive entity?
Yeah, and I told you I was expecting more flair.
How does Bright react to this?
So it is true.
And then the Atlas goes like, "Yes, the legends are indeed true. I am Atlas the Titan, founder of Atlantis." And then when he says that, Ctaiobhast like passes out from like stress. And it's like, and just like straight up passes out. And then the Atlas like laughs, but like it's so loud it's like deafening. And he's like, like, "Yes, young Kraken. Poor fool. At least he's free now." I think
Yeah.
Boston Brook is probably like, well, Boston Brook has met gods, and like angels and demons and stuff like that, so he's not perturbed. McLafferty looks like suspicious and like surprised, but isn't like freaking out. So Alice is like, "You are all forever in my debt. That naiad you see, she freed me from my imprisonment, to hold up the cosmos and stuff that Zeus made me do for eternity. She freed me from that in exchange that I give her power over Atlantis' forces. So you freed me from that contract by murdering her, so thank you very much."
I see.
Like, and as
Titan.
the Titan, he's like, "Yes, Angel.
You will do. It would serve you well to contact the martyrs.
Well, I am currently on the run from my divine brethren, so when I work that out, I'll get right on that. And he goes, but for my first act of gratitude for my newfound saviors, I will let you leave the island before I sink it into the ocean. And then I think he's like, come, I will free your ship from the banks of this island. And then you feel like the ground shake as he's like walks.
Okay.
So yeah. Are we gonna follow him back to the cruise ship?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All
I
right,
have
so,
no reason to doubt his resolve.
So we follow him back to the cruise ship, and now that the spell's been broken on all the passengers, I think like McLafferty's like, all right, everybody, like tour of this island.
Show's over.
Yeah, tour's
Show's over.
over. Tour's over. Everybody go home. Get back on the ship, and we all go back to the ship. And the people are just like, oh, I don't remember there being a tour. I don't remember ever leaving the ship. And she's just like, yeah, it's been really boring. Like, whatever. You zoned out. Keep walking. And we make our way back to the ship, and we all get on board. And Atlas like gently grabs it by the ends and like just like lifts it like a child would a small plastic bath toy, and then gently puts it back into the sea at a safe enough distance. And as the cruise ship sails away from the island, everybody waving off to the so now that you've seen the entirety of Atlas, like he literally like at full height just into the clouds. Like he's a big boy.
Oh yeah. So JVH at this point has already turned back into his normal form. He's gonna look over to Bright. We're gonna need a lot of amnestics for this.
And Bright goes, yeah, I think, yeah, that's.
I hope you've absolutely milked the world serpent for them.
And then Bright turns and he goes, yeah, I'll let the Foundation on our way back. And he's like turns around, like walks towards his like room, and everybody waves over goodbye to Atlas, and he waves his gigantic hand. And when he moves his hand, like the clouds like disappear when he like cuts through them essentially. And then as we get a safe distance away, he stomps on the island, and the entire thing sinks into the ocean.
I was gonna say, does he like just pick it up and like yeet it into outer space?
No, he just like steps on it and sinks it into the ocean. And yeah, so that little bit of the trip has been ended, and I think we only have a couple more days of this cruise ship vacation to go through. So, how do we want to celebrate the last days of this vacation?
I
Besides
know
brainwashing
that
and removing the memories of that event from the minds of the people.
I know that JVH is going to be very tired, so he's gonna go back to his room and just flat out drop to the bed, knocked out. He was sustaining that form for so long. He's out.
He did. How is X and Battlecock? Are they gonna party again?
No, I think I've had my fill of partying for this trip. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to start writing a manuscript. Just detailing all the things that happened during this trip, word for word. But I'm gonna sell it off as fiction, and I'm gonna be a bestseller.
Okay. Make me an intelligence check for me.
That hits really close to home, huh, Codian?
It does, yeah.
9.
Wow. Okay.
It's almost like we're writing our own fantastical adventures and selling them off as fiction.
Yes, all based off of the things that I've experienced in my real life.
Yes.
So, you write like not like the #1 bestseller or whatever, but
He writes a novella.
Yeah, you win like a couple of like literary prizes and stuff, and you write your manuscript and stuff. Pretty cool.
Well, no, he hasn't published it yet. There's a whole process.
But it's good enough to win awards. That's what I'm saying. Like you will win an award with it. Boston Brook remains drunk for the entire remaining days. McLafferty, she is busy piloting the ship. Ctaiobhast. Oh, what does Ctaiobhast do? Oh God, I think Ctaiobhast sits in his new room on the ship in the fetal position, clutching the trident and like weeping tears of joy. And like between periods of that and like thanking you and the rest of the team for helping him and stuff. And
Yeah.
probably goes through like the paperwork to become an employee of the JPCU and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think we do a little bit of a time lapse, or a time skip, right? So there's probably 2-3 days left. We spend those 2-3 days doing whatever it is we want to do. And on the early morning of the third day, right as we pull into port, there's the loud honking horn of the ship entering the docks of of New Orleans again. JVH wakes up groggy, having slept 72 hours straight from the intense strain of all of
Divinity.
maintaining that form for so long. He wakes up groggy in his bed, and he finds next to him, rather than Dr. Jack Bright, he finds a stack of manila folders and a letter on top that I will read to you now, when I find it. Okay, it reads as follows. To my favorite traveling partner, over the course of our vacation, I took it upon myself to investigate what the Foundation has managed to record of you and your friends. It turns out the Foundation has your whole team on their list of people to kill, so I printed out the files that they have and put them in this folder for your use whenever you see fit. The Foundation has a long history with Dr. Boston Brook in particular, and has him filed as a dangerous traitor to the organization. Whatever it is they want from you all, they plan on taking it by force. So watch your backs and don't get killed while I'm away. Sincerely, Dr. Jack Bright.
Is there like a heart where the
Yeah.
A is?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a nice little heart, and the manila folders have documentation of all of the files the Foundation has accumulated over the years of our team. And Boston Brooks is like double the size of anyone else's.
Interesting.
So, feel free to either you can choose to share that information with the rest of the group, or read that on your own time, or give that to the JPCU's board of directors, or keep it to yourself entirely, or whatever you want. I don't care. But, let me know.
Well, I'll distribute this properly once I get back to headquarters.
Yeah. And, yes, I think with that, GVH, probably like drifts back into either like unconsciousness in his sleep. And then we zoom
Does
out.
like the camera
they
zoom out to like a
out.
satellite image
Yeah. And
of the
into
ship?
Yeah, of the cruise ship and the docks and stuff. And then I think we zoom out into this top down view, and then it keeps zooming out, and then it cuts to like an LED screen satellite view. Like you're looking at a computer screen, and then we keep pulling back, and there is a very dark room with this screen being the only illumination, and a long conference table with a bunch of people sitting along it, and they're all shrouded in darkness. And then I think one of them, whose like voice is like distorted, he's like bring him in, and then like a side door opens, and with a big single lunging step and a big grin on his face, Dr. Jack Bright strolls through the door and goes, "Hey, you miss me?" And then we cut the credits immediately.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So he's basically saving us now.
Yes. He took the time to say, "Hey, the Foundation's going to try to kill you soon, so like be on the lookout for that, and then provide you the information that they have on all of us. That if you want me to tell you what they have on everybody, I can tell you what they have on everybody."
Yes, please.
Okay, so let's start with
Start out with X.
Okay, with X. Okay, they know very little about him because they've encountered him very little. They do know that he is, one, a powerful wizard, and a dangerous warlock. They know that he is a pyromancer, and they know that he is 100% insane. They also know that he stole one of the spell books from the change worshippers in the previous mission. So they know that he has
Okay.
access to that weird cosmic horror magic. Battlecock, they know exists. They know that he is from the Foul Fen in the bayous of Louisiana. They know that he, worked for JBCU, and they know that he is like, a weird multi-souled entity of anomalous purposes. They want to contain, not kill him. They want to kill X. McLafferty, they know that. Okay, so all they know is that they know nothing about her, because no magic detection works on her. No divination spells worked on her. Like nothing magical works. So they know that they have her address in Louisiana, in New Orleans. They know that she's an employee of the JPCU, and they know that she's anti-magic. That's it.
What do they know about moi?
About you, they know that you are an immortal who can respawn. They don't know how. They know you can do it. They know that you seemingly live in the JPCU headquarters, although they don't know if you have another house or not, because they never see you leave. They don't know that you're a champion, but they do know that you are incredibly powerful and incredibly intelligent. Who else is there? And then we have Boston Brook. Boston Brooks is the thickest file. They have his address. They have his full origin story. They have the information on his butler, Miss Valerian, who's an elf, and all of her information. They know that Boston Brooks' weapon is Life's Limit. They know what it does, how it does it, where he got it from, when it happened. They also have employee records of Boston Brook for the Foundation some many years ago. They have full documentation of all of Boston Brook's exploits, adventures, artifacts he may or may not have control over. Let's see, what else would they have? They have surveillance footage of his property, of his security information. They know his schedule and his habits. And he works for the JPCU. Like, they have everything. They have his family history. And so also you find in here at the very bottom, there's like one of those like addendum papers for like the SCP page. One of those addendum folders is about Boston Brook's surviving family. There is one article titled Elizabeth Bostenbrook, Dr. Elizabeth Bostenbrook, and the entire thing is redacted. The whole page. It's all just like literally it's like the heading is Dr. Elizabeth Bostenbrook, and then the first word is redacted, and that's it. Next page talks about Boston Brook's surviving family members, and at the very the big bold letters is basically like make sure they never remember Boston Brook, like make sure they never remember Nathaniel like exists essentially, and then administer amnestics, X amount of times per like week or month or whatever to make sure they don't remember him, and keep up the charade. Also, all of their wait staff for his family are all Foundation agents, and the final addendum is the case of Dr. I believe his name's Henry Bostenbrook, his dad, Nathaniel's dad, who was killed by the Foundation many, many years ago for his involvement in legal involvement in like anomalous matters. They killed him for it, and they took his research, and that's all in there too.
Interesting. So I'm gonna go over to McLafferty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell her, get a hold of the higher ups and have them invite the O5 Council to the headquarters.
She goes,
I've got some information that they will most likely not enjoy hearing, but I don't care.
you
Team is at risk.
The SCP Foundation's O5 Council to our headquarters.
Did I stutter, Agent?
No, sir. I will make the appropriate phone calls as soon as possible.
I'm gonna like grab her shoulder and like have her come close. And then I'm going to telepathically tell her that I have information that nobody wants to hear.
And she like nods her head like ever so slightly, and she like salutes her boss, and then she turns and leaves towards the headquarters back to make those appropriate phone calls.
I'm gonna just like lean on like the rope railing to the dock
Mm-hmm.
and just look out over the ocean. Files in my satchel bag.
Yep.
And then stand up and turn to go towards the vehicle to transport us to headquarters.
Alrighty. Yeah. So, any more roleplay, or is that
Not unless you want to do that meeting between us and the O5s.
I think we'll save that for next time, because I have some good ideas for that. I did some research.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna call out to McLafferty.
Mm-hmm.
And tell them to not forget Dr. Bright.
And she like smiles, like grins and stuff. It's like, of course, sir. And then she holds the door open to this like big limousine for all of us to get inside and stuff.
Ah, what a wonderful game. Oh, can you guess my favorite part?
Ruined my boss fight? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, he's gonna like lasso this necklace around her. Oh, critical success. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, what a wonderful conclusion to ever so gripping campaign, as always. Well, anyway, as always, we hope you enjoyed this episode. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment down below. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If you want to see these episodes live, please tune in on my Mixer channel, XXX Marcapone XXX, or mixer.com/Marcapone XXX. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. For Kodian and our friend X. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode.